Welcome to On Call with Dr. Jason Golbin. It is my absolute pleasure to be here today with Dr. Sharad Chandrika, who is our Director of Interventional Pulmonology for the whole health system. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Jay. I'm very happy to be here.
Oh, me too. I'm a little biased because I don't know if our audience knows I'm a pulmonologist and you're a pulmonologist, so we speak the same language.
Exactly.
I always start by saying, why medicine, and for you really, why pulmonary and why interventional pulmonary, which many people don't even realize exists.
I did my medical school from India. And in India, med school happens right after high school.
Right.
So all the good students prepared either for medicine or for engineering. And all 17-year-olds, they make the right decisions.
Right. Okay.
So I took the very competitive medical entrance exam. And then I got lucky. I was in the med school.
I don't think it was lucky, but okay.
Now, I was interested in pulmonary and oncology and procedures. So interventional pulmonary was like a great combination of all of them. So when I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more. I wanted to go for a formal therapeutic advanced training program. At that time, Johns Hopkins had an opening. And I approached them and I was again very lucky. They gave me a seat and the stars aligned and here I am.
And so wait, let me just get this part of the story straight. So you just call Johns Hopkins, say, hey, Johns Hopkins, it's Dr. Chandrika, I'm ready for my fellowship?
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I needed it and they needed another fellow, so it just happened.
Oh, I love it. It's a great story. Okay, so you do your IP fellowship. How in the world do you end up at Catholic Health?
So when I left for my interventional pulmonary training, my husband, Ash, who is a thoracic medical oncologist, he took care of the kids for the entire time while I was away in Maryland training.
Oh, that is a good physician husband, I'll say.
Right.
Wow. Oh, my God.
So I had promised to him that if he lets me go for this, I'll move to wherever he wants me to.
Oh, that's a great deal. Okay, I like
deal.
that. All right, very cool.
And he did his fellowship and training, his residency in New York. City was not for me, and Long Island was a nice, happy medium.
Just right, Goldilocks.
Goldilocks, exactly.
So now Catholic Health found the two of you.
That's right.
And you both came on at basically the same time.
That's right.
You have been an amazing asset to our health system. So, I'm a pulmonologist. I know how to use a bronchoscope. Not that well anymore. I struggle just to get it down there. IP is tell everybody what an IP does all day, what kind of tools you do, and why is that different than the regular, can I say, average pulmonologist?
So interventional pulmonary is a relatively newer branch of pulmonary medicine where we try to get everything done with minimally invasive procedures, such as nobody opens the chest anymore for lymph node sampling. Meads is gone pretty much.
It's amazing, right? That was a bread and butter for the thoracic surgeon before a case, mediastinopscopy followed by whatever resection. Gone. You cover the whole entire system. There, again, at St. Francis, there's some other interventional work going on, but you really, you put a ton of mileage on your car, I'm sure. You
right.
go really from St. Charles all the way to Mercy.
St. Charles to Catherine to Good Samaritan, sometimes to St. Francis if they have a therapeutic, if they need a valve on a ECMO patient for persistent air leak and things like that.
Wow. It's only a good thing for our patients. Now, you are completely tied into the Lung Cancer Center, right? We've spoken with Dr. Marotra before. We've spoken with Dr. Caselta. How do you link in with the Cancer Center at Good Samaritan and across the system?
So we are truly hub and spoke. We get referrals from all of the other hospitals. Even if patient is in Nassau, sometimes Dr. Mehrotra sends me cases for therapeutics. Even if patients are from literally MSK and YU, the patients who can't travel all the way, they send us patients here. From Stony Brook, I get referral. And the good thing is that we are a very closely knit community of interventionists. We know everybody everywhere.
Yeah.
So everyone picks up the phone and says, hey, can you take care of our patients? So it's coming along very well.
Do you have any idea of how many patients we've screened over the years?
About 600 a year.
Wow.
And I personally go over each and every CT scan,
Wow.
despite the radiologist reading it, because they focus on their lung rad nodules. We also focus on emphysema and ILD and mosaic attenuation and other things. I always dreamt of a stage shift. And for example, we still see a lot of stage threes and stage fours obstructing lung disease. And I really wish that that stops happening. And we are getting there.
It's great to hear. So that's our public service message of the day. Send patients into our lung cancer screening if they have a significant smoking
Exactly.
history and meet the criteria. All right. So you work like crazy. You're driving to all 6 campuses. Your husband is managing our cancer, our lung cancer patients and cancer in general at
And
Good
is a great
Samaritan.
mom.
And you have a family.
Yes.
What do you do for fun? What do you do in your downtime if you have any downtime?
So my kids are really at a fun age now. My son is 12 and my daughter is 10. And we try to pick nice, meaningful projects together. Like this weekend, we are working on our yard. I just got some new fruit trees delivered and some flowers, so we'll be planting those.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm trying to learn French with my daughter.
With her, do you speak French?
No, I don't, but I have to. I've been traveling to Marseille a lot for work. I'm shadowing somebody there to
Really?
learn new plural techniques.
Oh, awesome.
So I want to
Wow.
learn French.
So in your spare time, hold on, I want to get this straight.
Yes.
You're traveling to Marseille to learn a new plural technique that you'll bring to our patients here at
That's
Catholic Health.
right.
All right. So here's my final question for you. It's been an absolute pleasure. As you look back on your career and you imagine yourself when you were just a student and looking at, what should I do with my life? What kind of doctor should I be? What should I do in my career? Give me a piece of advice that you would share with your younger self or somebody in those shoes.
I would tell to young fellows that they should try and find a mentor early on. When I was growing up, there was no doctor in the family. I didn't have a lot of people guiding me. So I did great, but I also made a few mistakes. Nice to have a mentor who can help you, or many mentors who can guide you.
We have a residents starting. We're building a medicine residency at St. Joe's and St. Catherine's. We have a ED residents. We have surgical residents. And my hope is that we will have fellows in pulmonary and critical care medicine in the not too distant future as well.
Or maybe interventional pulmonary
Well,
fellows
that's
at some point.
you're going to
Yes.
build that. I see it already. I'm going to have
That's
to talk to
right.
Dr. Corona. You're going to be building that fellowship for us. That would be amazing. Well, thank you so much. It's been an absolute joy for me. It's fun to talk pulmonary. It's fun to actually see how much I don't know these days in interventional pulmonary. And you are truly an asset to our health system.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure.